Hey everyone, and welcome back. So I'm here with Bearing again. I guess it's a weekly thing
Welcome
now.
back.
Welcome back. How you doing?
Good man, yourself?
Oops, there's the sound again.
Ooh, he's left the window
Yeah,
open.
like a noob.
I think this is the first time ever that I've not done that.
Oh, that's
That's
good.
awesome. Good. Good one,
Yeah,
man.
it's so irritating, but that's the way it is.
Mm.
So how you been?
Yeah, good. Busy as always. Just doing shit on YouTube and doing shit IRL. Do you know what IRL means?
Sure, of course.
In real life.
In
You
real
do that.
life, of course. So
I
do
didn't
you,
know that
you
till a
actually
couple of
go
months ago.
outside
I do go outside every now and again. Yeah, every now and again.
every now and again? Yeah, like
I go out for about 15 minutes these days and get sunburned.
right. I go to a store, just get more Cheetos.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I just I reverse up and they just chuck like a pallet in there, buy it bulk, just bulk Cheetos, bring it home, store it in one of the rooms, and just pick at it.
And that's what you have your pickup for.
Exactly.
Right. All right. So I guess we should talk about this demonetization and all that stuff.
It's the theme at the moment, isn't it? It says YouTube's fucked. YouTube's
Yeah.
fucked. We're all gonna go fucking bankrupt. We're all fucked.
Yep.
But what's your slant on it? Have you been affected by it? Discuss. What's your take?
Yeah. I haven't been affected by the latest wave of it. I've obviously had plenty of videos demonetized um, throughout the months, but nothing these last days when it's been hitting everyone else. So maybe it's a specific keyword they're honing in on. Um,
Yeah, well, I was just saying to you before we jumped on air. H3 did an interesting video about it,
right.
and
Right.
he reckons it is specific keywords in titles and descriptions and tags. But I'm the
Exactly.
same as you. I haven't had anything touched. I haven't been affected in this last sort of round.
Right.
Um,
Right. But
but
obviously, it's just a matter of time.
well, yeah, maybe it is. But I mean, I'm like you. I've had things affected in the past, but they've sort of been on a case by case basis.
Right. Right. Yeah. So I think this particular bot that they're running right now is definitely searching for specific words that we just haven't used in our tags. Um,
Maybe, yeah.
so, but obviously, that doesn't make us safe in any way. And the way they're demonetizing stuff that should be well, I mean, it definitely has an entertainment value and it has an informative value.
Mm.
And they just, nah, fuck it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it just makes you wonder. Like, I mean, if they go around demonetizing too many videos, all they're doing is slashing their revenue. Now, why would a business do that? I mean, has there been some big backlash from advertisers? Because unless there has, I can't think of why you would just want to censor your site all of a sudden. Like that's going to hugely affect your revenue.
Yeah, I don't know. And obviously, there's no transparency. We never get any information. I mean, why is it
Mm.
so hard for them to just say this? Listen, guys, this is the way it is, unfortunately, or something. Um,
Yeah.
Here's why. They're just not saying shit.
Well, that's typical YouTube, though, isn't it? I mean, do they ever tell us shit?
No, no, no. They don't. But I mean, it's almost like, what are you, Apple? Can you just not open your mouth? I
Yeah.
understand that Apple doesn't do it because they've never done it, but Google has always talked about fucking, be transparent and, don't be evil and all that bullshit.
Mm. They have to. Yeah. That was their catch cry, wasn't it? Don't be
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah. Yeah. They should just rename themselves to Evil Core.
Don't be monetized.
Yeah. So obviously we're not by any means safe, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think I mentioned that the one that really fucking scared me was well, not really scared me, but concerned me the most was fair enough. Okay, if a few videos get monetized, okay, that's fair enough, or whatever. But yeah, there's been mention a couple of times of strikes for swearing. Now,
Yeah.
if that's the case, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the Supreme's already got about fucking 8 strikes or something, hasn't it?
That would be a strike 10 per 10 second. I don't know. That's Jesus Christ. How would that work? Is there any videos except like, I don't know, those makeup tutorials who don't have swearing?
Yeah, how to shit, how to build a fucking, how to pave a fucking pathway or something. Yeah, they, shit like that. But like everything's got swearing in it. The Young Turks swear.
Yeah. I'm fucking better than you.
Yeah, fuck white people.
I guess they don't actually come out and say that, but I mean, yeah, she did say I'm fucking better than you.
Did he really?
No, that was Anna Kasparian, right? Didn't you see that?
Who did she say that to?
She said that on air. She was having this monologue about how she was better than everyone, basically, because she's a social justice warrior, and I am fucking better than you.
I haven't seen that. I need a link to that. Has anyone got a link to that?
Shit. I'm sure everyone has a link to that. I don't have it here right now though, but so many people have made videos.
If somebody
on that.
could tweet me a link to that, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
Yeah, you need to see that shit. Oh my, there's been
what's going on
now? Done on it and everything.
What's that?
There's been music videos about it. People have done remixes and shit.
Yeah. How did I miss that one?
Yeah, well, that's awesome. You should definitely check that out. It'll be a good thing to have in your library of things to cut into.
Have you actually got a library? Have you got a library of things that you use regularly, or that you think you might refer back to?
Yes and no. I mean, it's not really that organized as, yes, I have a library of things, but obviously I just, keep some stuff that I know this will come in handy, or this is something I want to do something on later. Library would be too pretentious a term, I think. How about you?
you get the illusion of like fucking fine mahogany and like one of those fucking
either that or
catalogs in it.
yeah, either that or like I'm some sort of production company with assistants going around logging my material for the next video or shit. Which is not the case. How about you?
Yeah, same as you. I've got a hard drive of all my old videos that I keep. And if I think of stuff that I've used before, I'll just go back into that. But there's some real real regular stuff that I just keep on my desktop.
Right. Yeah, obviously I keep Dr. House handy.
Look at Hunter Avalon in the chat. He goes, "Undoomed, huge fan." Hi, Bearing. Fuck you. Hi, Bearing. Got a cunt. I did a stream yesterday with this weird SJW guy who fair income called he called Hunter Avalon a terrorist.
Terrorist.
Oh, there we go. He's made up for it. Hi, Bearing, huge fan. But mate, you didn't even give Bearing a capital letter. That's a cunt act. That's just fucking that's rude, mate.
Rude. You pissed Bearing off. You're not going to get a break now.
I'll do a video about you. Yeah, so he got this person called him a fucking terrorist.
For what?
Oh, hang on. Hunter just said, Bearing, he is debating me this Tuesday. That's fucking awesome. Well, he reckons he's a terrorist for, I don't know why. He said because he's a creationist or something. But I think it was to do with that and the fact that he's a shitlord who disagrees with feminists and shit. I'm not too sure why, but looks like it's all going down. That's fucking awesome.
Right. So did you reach any conclusions or?
No, not really.
That stream. I haven't watched it yet.
We pretty much just brought him on just to be fucking, just to get head fucked by him, and that's exactly what he did. Like this guy reckons that you should have to get a fucking license to breed, and then later on he went a step further and he said you should have to have a license to fuck. Like if you want to fuck someone, you've got to have a license. And he reckons that kids should be brought up in massive sort of children's homes by the state, and
Oh,
he's just fucked. He's just heaps.
I'm glad he has such realistic propositions.
Oh, he's different. He's different. In pretty much the same sentence, you go because his name's Red Flag Campaign. He goes around flagging shit that he thinks is abuse or harassment, right? In the same breath, he goes, "Oh, I wanted to get on the your channel, Baron, because I think you're a cool guy." And then I said, "Oh yeah, have you ever flagged me?" He goes, "Yeah, I have once."
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
no.
Can you stop with the flagging? Can't you just go and make your own videos?
Yeah, exactly.
I would never flag anyone.
No, either would I. Either would I. I don't see why
want anyone
just
else to
don't
do.
watch it.
Yeah, I mean, you can say whatever the fuck you want. You can be as SJW as you want, or creationist, or whatever. Fucking do Nazi videos. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll disagree with you. We'll make videos about you calling you a dickhead, but that doesn't mean like. Do you get? I'm sure you would. Do you get like say when you do a video about a feminist and they get all fucking butthurt and they I'm sure you've had lots of them delete their channels and shit like I have. When their mates stick up for them, they go, "Oh, you fucking silenced this person. You forced them off YouTube." Bitch, I didn't fucking do anything. That was a choice. That was a fucking choice. Now I've got an opinion, just like this fucking cunt had an opinion. She got to voice hers. What's wrong with me voicing mine?
Exactly.
Oh, but you fucking your subscribers. You've got lots of subscribers. They abused it. Oh well, take it up with them.
That's not my fault.
Mm.
It's like, of course, you're going to get some. I mean, there are going to be people who have opinions, and like we talked about last time, the best thing I can do is sort of offer to remove the link.
Exactly, but even I don't think that shouldn't be the default position. The default position should be
Grow the fuck up.
Well, yeah, that first, but I think the link should be there if you're going to do a video about someone else's video, because it's just it's a reference, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the honest thing to do.
Yep. Not to mention the plays that we seem to be able to send to people, by doing videos about them. Now, sure, they might get a bit hurt, a bit butthurt, but they earn some money. So fuck, what's your problem?
Yeah, just take the money and go buy yourself some new, whatever it is, SJWs buy. What do they buy? I don't know. New hair color?
Buy a fucking teddy bear and hug it. Oh no, they'll get triggered. It'll remind them of me.
What?
Buy a
teddy bear. Of course. Yeah, that would probably not be a good idea.
Oh look, we've got a Humongous in the chat. There's a lot of people named Humongous have been coming out of the woodwork recently.
Yeah, everyone loves Humongous. It's just he's the new in meme.
He was fucking funny, that guy.
Oh yeah,
the poor bastard though. He's like he just wanted to stir some shit. He wasn't expecting that, was he?
Obviously, he just made a joke and that was it. But he's a fucking hero.
Mm.
That's priceless. Obviously, you could see on his face, like, okay, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, or a mixture of that and this bitch is fucking crazy.
Yeah. But before that, you see probably like, yeah, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But not that there was anything wrong with it. It was fucking awesome.
Mm.
So keep that up, man. I hope he gets a prize or something.
Well, yeah. And what about the lift driver? That was another debacle. I didn't do a video on that, but you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Oh my God, the entitlement.
Mm.
And she actually unironically talks about the other guy's entitlement. That was just wow. You
got to respect that other chick that was in the car that just said, "You're fucking annoying, just shut up," or whatever she said. That was good.
Yeah. She was also a rational thinker. Like she was just, that's pathetic.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what she said. That's pathetic.
Yeah, it's sad. It's pathetic. It's like Jesus. Yeah, you think?
I think Sargon was going to do another tropes versus shitlords tonight or today, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Because didn't a new Anita Sarkeesian video came out just recently.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I'm not competing. I don't want to take his audience away from him.
Yeah, I haven't checked his page before we went on.
He was on Twitter before saying that, who wants to do it. I was going to put my hand up, but I thought, no, I fell asleep during the last one. Maybe it's not the right stream for me.
Okay. Was it that long or that boring, or what do you mean?
Oh, it was pretty long, and look, gaming just isn't my thing. I said yes to it because go on a stream with Sargon, cool. Like, because Sargon's one of my, I look up to Sargon, but
right.
It just wasn't my theme. I shouldn't have jumped on that one. So yeah, I ended up falling asleep about 3/4 of the way through.
Did you snore on the stream?
No, I didn't, luckily. But I think at one point I'm going, what? Oh yeah. No, just tried to fucking ass and answer and just fucked it up.
That would have been awesome. Like, what the fuck? Somebody mute him.
Yeah, that was with Harmful Opinions and Chris Reagan.
Right. Sweet. Yeah, so you've obviously joined Minds like everyone else.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I got invited onto a live stream, or not a live stream, but a hangout the other day by Computing Is Forever.
Mm-hmm.
To actually sit down and ask the the owner, the developer questions and that. And so he was helping us put our fucking banners in place and all that sort of shit. That was pretty good. But have you gone on one of those hangouts? Or?
Yeah, I've been actually on a bunch of them for a couple of, I don't know how long, like in July maybe the first one was or something.
And so you've obviously got your page all set up.
Yep. And it's very nice to have a founder that you can actually talk to. Obviously, that
is good, isn't it? Yeah.
Probably won't last forever as the thing grows and he gets totally busy. But in the beginning, you can have input on.
Have you there at least for the start, anyway.
Yeah, you can make sure your voice is heard and all that. And if you have a feature you want, you can just say it directly to the owner. That's pretty cool.
Exactly right.
I mean, you can probably tweet at whoever runs Google. What's her name? But she's never going to see that.
Yeah. There's a heap of people asking, suggesting we do that yesterday about the monetization thing, wasn't there?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't hurt, but I guess she probably has a ton of assistants taking care of all that stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm not sure if that even reaches her. Not sure how they run it, but I'm guessing there's a lot of assistance.
Someone says, I made a bearing fuck pillow and taped Undoomed's face on it. So what, you taped a blank bit of paper onto a fucking teddy bear and fucked it. What's Undooved's face, mate? Explain yourself.
Oh my god, yes. Taped it on there, printed it out and taped it on. Oh my god.
That was Malachite. Malachite said that, so I've got to wait for an answer from Malachite. What was the face, Malachite? Come on, we want answers.
Fucking
hell. It was a blank bit of paper, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, did you have you had any things you wanted to change on Minds, or?
Oh, sorry, hang on. He said that's the joke. That's fair enough. That's fair answer. So what did you say? Did I want many changes or?
Yeah. Did you find anything you wanted to change in there, or?
No, not really. I'm still very much getting used to it. It seems like a good site, but like anything, it's got a bit of a learning curve. But I couldn't get my banner right. I think they were looking at that for me, but apart from that, it seems
right.
Pretty cool. I was on there for about 5 minutes, right? I made my account private messaged me. She's going, "Oh, you're on here." I thought, you smooth motherfucker there, and you got chicks chasing you. Fucking 5 minutes on this side, and fucking look at that. That's good.
Yeah. So I definitely think people who are listening should go and check it out because
Yeah, it's just minds.com, isn't it?
Yeah, minds.com, and it's it right now it's kind of a cross between Twitter and Facebook, but in the future, well, actually, you can upload videos to it right now as well, but in the future, you'll have all the functionality of YouTube and monetization and all that stuff. So it's not.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'm looking
It
forward
wasn't
to that.
really quite ready for launch yet, but seeing as how everyone went apeshit about YouTube, they figured, nah, fucking, let's just go live beta test, I guess.
Yeah. K-Lake says their video player is pretty good, to be honest. I haven't checked it. I'll have to upload a video and give it a go.
Right. Yeah,
Have you uploaded video yet to it and checked that out, or
not anything that you can see.
Yeah. What just your private collection?
Yeah, just a porn collection. Yeah, just kind of didn't want to make that public, so.
Yeah, no, but I like it. I think it'll be good. There's a couple of interesting apps coming out at the moment.
Yeah, there are a lot of people getting pissed off with all the censorship, obviously. So that's good.
Yeah, that's right. Bearing spelled cocaine wrong. I'm aware of that. I know, but people keep telling me to change it, but I can't be fucked. And yeah,
where spelled wrong? Where?
Oh, in my description thing, I mentioned cocaine just to sound edgy, sort of sound metal, and I misspelled it. Everyone keeps telling me.
Is that on Minds or what?
No, hang on. Probably, because I've probably just copy pasted. So I'll check it out.
Oh, okay. So it's just your general thing that you usually put in.
My generic fucking
hookers and coke. Hookers and coke. Now you should use that one. The long walks on the beach. I like that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fucking, I think I mentioned cocaine-fueled hooker parties or something.
Yeah, that's not.
So what have you been up to, man? Have you got any videos, any new videos in the works or coming up, or?
Yeah. I've got one that I'm thinking about. I haven't started yet. And then I'm also sort of planning like a more of a video aimed for Scientifica, that other channel I have.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you had another channel.
Okay, it's in the description all the time, but I've never really made a big deal out of it.
So what's it called? Scientifica.
Yeah.
I'll go and subscribe.
Cool. I just things that I do for my own sort of personal pleasure, I guess. So I've just done 2 videos so far. It's basically for science and maybe some history.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. I've just subscribed to it. Hey, I'm just on my Minds thing, right? I only made it it's probably 3 days ago that I made it, and that I was on that stream, and now I've got 1,188 subscribers. Oh, and Leiden Gravitas just subscribed to me just then as I said that.
Okay.
Isn't that legendary?
Yeah, I mean, it obviously took off like crazy yesterday when everybody started talking about it.
Yeah, well, that's cool. So it's getting some momentum, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So I mean, you could really feel it yesterday. I mean, I only had like, I don't know, a couple of hundred subscribers, and then it just took off like crazy.
Hey, I registered a domain yesterday. Registered my own domain.
Mm-hmm.
I registered one for my blog. It's com.
You're
Everyone should
cutting
go.
out right when in the money shot.
I registered thisisbearingsblog.com. That's where my blog is. So everyone should go and subscribe to my blog.
Right. Cool. So is that like, do you write blogs a lot or?
Ah, fuck no. No, it's just like I just post shit with like my videos on it, kind of thing.
Right.
So it'll just be my video going out, but it's just a way to sort of keep your audience, like if anything ever happens to your YouTube channel type thing, like you want to be able to have a list of your subscribers to, if you make a new channel or you move your stuff somewhere else or whatever. Like you'd hate to sort of contact.
Right. Yeah, I should have that.
And I put some shit on there that I don't sort of release anywhere else, like just different photos of shit and just different funny stuff I find. So
Right. Yeah, I should definitely get that too. That's pretty good. Like if you're like if you're going on vacation and stuff like that, you can just put that there and people know like, okay, so
exactly. Well, that's the point.
He didn't die.
That's the point. It doesn't have to be like it doesn't strictly have to be videos. It can be an article if you want. It can just be a photo if you want. Whatever.
Yeah. So I've thought about that before. It's there's no way to sort of keep viewers informed unless you just do a fucking video on it, which is it might not be what you want to do if you're going on vacation and stuff like that. You don't want to make an entire video about, yes, I'm going on vacation and I won't have any new videos for 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what a boring fucking video.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess a lot of people do that, but yeah.
Someone said Bearing should have a Daily Motion account. Agent Smith said that. Have you got a Daily Motion account?
Yeah.
So do you upload all of your videos onto that?
I try to, yeah. I mean,
have you got that monetized?
Yeah, but I mean, Daily Motion, there's not a whole lot, but a whole lot of people there. It's just, you get a couple of views. So I probably make 30 cents.
Well, I was reading about it yesterday. Apparently they have about 100 million visitors a month, where YouTube has 1 billion. So it's about 10% of the traffic.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like it. I mean, I had, when I had my video taken down, I put it up on Daily Motion, and it had 16,000 views on Daily Motion. And that got me up on to number 2 on the entire site that day.
The entire site?
that day. Not, obviously. But still, yeah, that was the number 2 video on the entire site with 16,000 views.
There's YouTube videos getting millions of views a day, or like a million a day type thing. That's fun.
So there's something hinky about their statistics there.
Yeah, well, yeah, perhaps I might. It'd be good just to have one. I mean, if
I just have it as a backup thing, if YouTube decides to ban a video, it'll still be up on Daily Motion, I guess.
Yeah, exactly right.
So that's the only reason I do it, because obviously it doesn't get much views and certainly doesn't make any money or anything. So, but it's a backup.
And look, it's the only real thing out there that is in any way remotely comparable to YouTube, isn't it? So, I mean, apart from if mine's video sort of really takes off, but
right.
Yeah, if the ass falls out of YouTube and they're fucking striking people for swearing and shit, I mean, I don't think there's obviously an audience for what we do, so they're going to want to watch us somewhere, I presume. I mean,
yeah.
So if we find that there's bleep outs and fucking Christ knows what, and YouTube gets super family friendly, the audience isn't just going to say, oh, well, we don't like that content all of a sudden. They're going to want it somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's Daily Motion or Vimeo.
Right? Yeah, someone suggested.
The problem with Vimeo is that they don't seem to like their creators that much. They want to charge you to upload. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
So you actually have to pay to create your content, and it's kind of an ass backwards philosophy, I think.
Yeah, Vimeo to me has always seemed a bit like Like you can the layout and all that is highly customizable. It's always seemed more like a corporate site to me. Like if you've got say a small business and you want to put a promo video on the internet, it seems to be what they go for.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's it has more options for integrating it into your website and making it look like there's actually no back-end server, like you're actually serving it yourself. You can integrate it into the design and blah blah blah. So I think that might be it, and that's probably why they charge people to upload, because I guess it's just corporations uploading.
Yeah, exactly right. Some dumb fuck's probably paying them fucking thousands of years, to upload shit too. But then again, it's they're uploading those videos to drive business to their business, aren't they? Whereas to us, videos are our business, so it's slightly different in that sense.
Yeah. Come to think of it, I'm not even sure Vimeo has ads, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not experienced with it at all. Hey, we've got Alison from Honey Badger Radio in the chat. Keen to come on. Shall I send her a link?
Sure. She ready now or what?
Yeah, she is. Have you spoken to Alison before?
Yep. Should also send one to Liberal Lunacy, because I was talking to her before.
Yep. I'll take care of it.
Let's see if we can find that link somewhere.
So what else is going on? Chat. Press 1 if I'm a cunt. If I'm a cunt, press 1. That'll keep me busy. I'm doing. Watch all the ones.
Let's see. There we go.
Oh, 1. Oh, look at that. Oh. Machine gun ones.
A lot of ones. Okay, so it's official. You're a cunt.
Yep. We didn't need a heap of ones to fucking know that, though.
Oh, hey, it's Liberal Lunacy. How you doing? Yeah, you have to have a microphone. And you have to plug it in. Fucking women.
Fuck's sake, we will. Hey, Alison.
You have to plug it in.
Hey.
Hey.
You haven't got headphones on, have you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear super echo.
Hey.
Yeah, we can hear ourselves.
With me?
Yeah.
Who, me? Oh,
Jesus Christ.
You there?
I guess she's fixing something.
Jesus Christ. 2 for 2, eh?
That's female privilege for you.
Yep.
Okay, so both dropped out. That's interesting.
They both fucked their shit up and then panicked and ran out. They'll come back on in a sec.
Yeah. Jesus.
Us women can do anything that men can do.
You're a strong, independent woman. Come on. Got to prove it now.
Yeah, no shit.
All right. So, how you doing, chat?
Yeah. Alison says settings screwed up.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I should check my messages too. Nope.
Plus said Google Plus said it was set for my microphone, but it wasn't. Okay, Alison. We'll fix that shit and come on. Bored you cunt. Well, fuck you. Start your own fucking stream, motherfucker.
Oh.
Come on in here and tell us you're bored. We didn't ask you to come here. Nah, stay. So I apologize. I'm sorry. Alison.
You there now?
Yeah, for some reason, Google Plus was telling me the settings were set for my microphone and headphones, but they weren't. So I was going to the settings and checking, and it was set to the right place, but it was picking up my computer.
Right.
Yeah.
It's form of shadow banning Google does to you nowadays.
Really? I doubt that. I'm sure that it was some sort of... that's why I left and returned, because I couldn't change the settings because they were already right. So
Yeah.
I had to figure out offline, like maybe it didn't. I don't know. I'm baffled by what Google did there. But
You sound fine. You sound fine now.
yeah, I did, and I think it was just for whatever reason it got stuck on like picking up my computer, like it was sending this through my computer speakers, and then I had my microphone, but it was picking it up through my microphone, which makes absolutely no sense to me because it either does it through the Yeti, and my headset is plugged into the Yeti, so it's putting the sounds through my headset, picking it up with the microphone, or it's putting it through the Macintosh microphone and picking it up through the Macintosh, it's sending it out through the Macintosh speakers and picking it up with the Macintosh microphone, and then it has some sort of algorithm in which it removes.
Okay. Let me stop you right there. We're not technical support, so.
Okay. It's almost like that was a setup for that line. Okay, no, it's
looks like a fucking Genius bar or something. Fuck woman.
I don't know, like it could be.
Holy shit.
No, I don't know.
What's going on?
The only thing we care about is that it works right now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it's working. It's no longer, the echo is gone.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So what have you been up to?
Myself. I am in the process of. I don't even know if did I tell you this, Baring? We're actually purchasing a business location for to create a.
You're buying a property?
Yes, we are.
For your radio show, or?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So
Cool.
we're not just the radio show. It's going to allow us some space to start developing studio. I can actually create a proper room for recording sound. Right now, I'm just doing it in my bedroom.
Right.
You're on a bookcase. Well, you're not technically on I mean, like, just my computer's on a bookcase, and you guys are in my computer. Sorry.
That's right. You were on an old door. On an old door that I painted and bracketed against the wall.
Yeah.
That make you feel special.
Yeah, that does make me feel special. It's the only thing better would be if you had like a little map with like my locations and pictures and shit with string, maybe a bloody knife in one of the pictures of me. That would make me feel really special. Also scared.
Right.
But special.
Anyway, so that's cool. You're gonna do like filming and that kind of studio, or just for audio?
Well, we do some filming as well. Like we cover events and stuff, and we have some ideas of like doing some actual like even live broadcasts of video if I can get the internet up to the state where it can handle that. Right now, just to run down why we're getting it, I don't have a sound room. I want to build an actual place where I can properly record sound. The other thing is that my internet access, because I'm in a residential in rural Saskatchewan, we get 85 kilobytes upload per second. Right. And no, 850. Sorry, it's not quite that bad. And
in Saskatoon.
No, that's not Saskatoon. In Saskatoon, you could get considerably better because that's a city. Yeah. It's in Saskatchewan, rural Saskatchewan. So having a business address would allow us to actually apply for business-type internet access. And, I mean, that would just be the first step to actually having appropriate bandwidths for what we do. Like right now, we can create content in 4K, but I can really only upload in 720p because it's just, it takes too long. It takes like a day.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
How you doing?
Good God, Allison, what did you do? You killed me too.
Sorry about that.
I lost sound. Everything just like turned into a robot, and I lost everything. So I just said fuck it and restarted my laptop, and it worked.
Right.
But,
hope you didn't lose your mind.
No, not yet. It's a battle though.
Well, you said everything.
That's true. Yeah.
All right,
I didn't lose my minds.com.
That was killing me.
Bit of product promotion, bit of fucking brand placement. Good one.
Yeah. I'm a shill, damn it. It's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were on that stream with me the other night, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Well, I've been in a few of them, so and I've been talking to the developer guy as well. You know, I keep coming to him with stuff because the app was kind of abysmal,
Right.
and I do most of my stuff with my phone, and it's a lot better now.
Right.
So.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I haven't downloaded the app yet. I must have a look at that.
Yeah, I actually don't use my phone that much. I think I have it, but I don't really care what the mobile app is like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, see, it's just easiest for me to use my phone for everything because typing like on a keyboard with my hands is kind of a bitch.
Right.
Why don't you get
So,
an iPad? An iPad or a tablet would be better, wouldn't it?
well, that would cost money, Barry.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucking money, you tight ass.
I really can't afford much of anything.
Yeah.
I'm not one of the big boys like you guys.
I've got to have
well,
a tablet.
I'm not there yet.
I need to have a tablet.
You're on your way,
I
though.
can't.
Yeah, just passed 12,000 subscribers yesterday.
Right. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Hey, has
I'm
Honey Badgers
excited.
has Honey Badgers broken the 30 mark yet, Alison?
Yeah, we have. Slowly but surely. Incredibly slowly.
Right. Why don't you broadcast out of Karen's account?
Because I don't know. Well, because it's sort of like a shared endeavor, so we didn't want to. We created a separate channel for it.
Right.
And then I mean, we were never really intending to become like anything really on YouTube. Like we've always sort of been, our focus has been on addressing men's issues, and it just so happened that we ended up creating a radio show, or like an auditory stream, I don't know what to call it, that was really popular in the community. And when we put it on YouTube, it ended up getting very popular. So I mean, in terms of being a group, we're the largest men's rights activist group on YouTube.
Right.
And it's, I mean, if we put it through Karen's channel, it would be, I guess it would be more like a, I mean, I don't think that it would necessarily get us more views because people tend to just want to watch Karen on Karen's channel.
Right.
And so, I mean, you know, it's not something I'm really concerned about. Like, to be honest, our audience is incredibly active. And, I mean, we may not have a huge audience, but they're extremely, what's the word for it? They're extremely loyal. They're dedicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really freaking dedicated people. And sometimes that's what really matters. Like, you know, you can have a really huge audience, but you really can't do anything with it because as soon as, you know, you say, well, I need, or we need to do something like this, X, Y, and Z. They're like, yeah, well, you're just a minor entertainment for me. I'm gonna, you know, like, there's nothing really you can capitalize on your audience with except for maybe ad revenue from YouTube. I don't, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or am I just being fucking insulting? I'm sorry.
No, you're not. And we were talking about a cartoon earlier that you want me to cameo in.
I feel like I'm gonna just be whinging for a bit now. I'm sorry.
Why? What are you whinging about? What are you fucking whinging about?
What? Because I feel like what I was trying to say is that, you know, it's not the size of the audience; it's how you use it. I don't.
Like dicks.
Oh my god! Like you just made a dick joke.
I think so. I
Allison,
cringe.
you know, I don't use my audience to masturbate, but if you're into that, like, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, I don't either. I have to, you know, like, it's part of my contract. Whenever I get on someone else's stream, I just have to bring the cringe and dig the cringe ditch and hide in it, and just maybe put some soil over, and then maybe people will forget I was ever there.
Live stream for a reason there, huh?
Yeah, well,
Tell us
like
about this cartoon. Tell us about the cartoon.
Okay, before I get into the cartoon, I just want to say the cringiest video I've ever made is also my highest view count. So there you go.
That's what you're known for.
Yeah, cringe. Okay, so the cartoon, essentially, Mike Stevenson, Dr. Randomerkamp, creates this. It's an ongoing series where he explores the adventures of the honey badgers in cartoon format. You can see the latest one at Honey Badger Radio's channel. if you're interested, it's oh goodness, I don't even remember the name of it. Put me on the spot, Barry. Yeah, it's a cartoon about pterodactyls.
Yeah,
And
yeah, it was
Right.
quite funny.
yeah, but they're a stand-in for something. So there you go.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. If you can't figure that out, you're pretty fucking stupid.
so the pterodactyls have taken over the sky and are launching giant paint-filled eggs, killing people. And so they come down and they confront me because my husband's drone was in the sky, and then it sort of spirals from there after they inform me that the sky is a safe space for pterodactyls. And then yeah, it just spirals down from there, and it's funny. I think I watched it probably a dozen times because I fucking love Mike's cartoons. They're my favorite thing that he creates.
They are good.
Because I find them really rewatchable.
I keep begging him to make more animations. Like I love his animations so much.
Right.
I actually find them more watchable than response videos, and not just his response videos, because his response videos are the most watchable response videos that I find. I just love his wordplay, but the cartoons, just because they have that it's not completely literal, so there's a lot of different ways you could look at them. I mean, there's a lot of people who there's a lot of groups that sort of want the ability to be not criticized at the same time as they launch giant paint-filled eggs at other people and kill them with them. And I will not clarify any aspect of that metaphor. I'll let you just fill in the blanks.
I think I get it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's illustrating an aspect of human nature with this, and it's really fun. And like I said, you can find the latest cartoon about the pterodactyls on Honey Badger Radio's channel. If you go into that the playlist that's devoted to his stuff, let me just see where that is. Okay, it's Get Out of the Sky. It's HB301 Get Out of the Sky. And if you look at our homepage, is this an extended show? Do you want me to?
I get it all out now, and then we can move on.
All right. So if you go to our homepage at Honey Badger Radio, and you go down to Funny Business. That should be Funny Badger. That should be. It should be in the playlist Funny Badgers. Oh no, it's not in there yet. I'll have to figure that out. You know what? Forget everything that I said in the last 30 seconds. Just go to our channel and look for HB301 Get Out of the Sky.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out on yourselves.
Yeah. All right. So, what else is new? Except for that, Shannon. You've been quiet. What have you been up to?
I'm trying to be polite, which is so out of character for me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I just did a guest video on Computing Forever's channel, and majority of his audience were really, really nice, but I kind of came up against, oh, this isn't my audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't know what I'm about,
Right.
I'm sorry, whose channel did you go on?
Computing Forever. Because he's on vacation in Brazil, and so he asked me to do a guest video. And so I did and everything, and I did, awesome things about being a cripple.
Mm-hmm.
And, cripple privileges, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it all went great and everything, but I forget, people don't know who I am, so they don't get that I'm, joking around.
They got offended on your behalf or something?
No, a couple people that were just like, what is she talking about? I don't get this. And then, there were a bunch of comments bitching about my boobs and, whatever. I don't really get it. I thought everyone likes boobs. Gay dudes like boobs. Everyone likes boobs, but apparently boobs are triggering, so whatever.
And so what are some crippled privileges? Can you take us through a few of them?
I can. We have better parking.
Yeah.
We never really have to look for a spot. It's been kind of a bitch too, because I can't find my handicap placard, so me and my husband have been having issues parking because I can't find the fucking thing. But we got better parking. We don't have to wait in line at amusement parks, but we still have to wait the time Like if you go, you go up to the line, they tell you how long the wait is, and you come back at that time.
Right.
And I tried
right,
to be clever last summer when I was at an amusement park and tried to do 2 wait times at once. And they were like, "Well, you can't stand in 2 lines at once." I was like, "I can't stand at all. This is why I'm doing this."
Yeah, how dare you be so fucking ableist? Fuck you. I demand 3.
Right? I demand 3 wait time slots.
They didn't buy that?
No, they didn't let me get away with it, but I thought it was funny. I tried.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just a few cripple privileges. People are nicer to you. You can get away with anything. I didn't put in the video because I didn't want people to really look down on me without a chance to explain. But you can get away with anything.
Like what?
What
Well, so I went through this period where I was totally so edgy. Oh my God, right? That was supposed to sound awful, by the way. But I was a prick in my teen years, and I kind of got really good at shoplifting. And I'm not condoning that whatsoever. It was a complete dick move and totally wrong to do. But yeah, no one ever suspected me of anything because no one suspects the cripple.
Right.
And you just like shove something under your butt in the wheelchair, and no one knows it's there.
Yeah, and even if they do, they wouldn't ask.
Right,
you.
like my plan was to act like I was retarded, and I didn't realize it.
Nice. Yeah, I can't see a shopkeeper going, "You just put something under your ass. Get the fuck out of your fucking wheelchair now. I want to check." I can't see that happening.
Yeah, no, but my plan was just to be like, "I'm sorry, I didn't know it was there," and
Yeah.
just act like I was completely innocent. So, yeah, I was a douchebag.
I think we were all douchebags when we were teenagers.
Did you ever steal anything, Barry?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay, I don't
stole
feel
ages
so
shit.
bad now. I don't feel so bad now. And I'm not just talking pirating movies now, even though that's as bad as stealing a car, totally.
Yeah, I stole some substantial shit.
Right. This is interesting. What did you steal?
Yeah,
Any
I'm
more
curious.
specific than that? Fuck is. Alright,
I will tell you. I will tell you my biggest score if you tell me yours.
No, no chance.
Aw, no fun.
Mine's too big. It's too big. You'll think I'm too hard after it.
No, you'll think I'm too hard. Trust me.
Thug life.
Crip life for real.
Yeah, so you got your own gang. The instead of the Crips, it's the Cripples, or what?
Yeah,
Just how they roll.
That's how they roll.
Yeah, but they see me rolling. But yeah, someone in the comments started calling them crippleges, and I love it. So I'm gonna start using that.
Yeah. So you're working on any videos?
I've got a few ideas knocking around in my head, but honestly, like I had a few good ideas, and I just got really pissed off last night and did a stream and just ranted about like everything. So I kind of blew my load.
Okay.
Stuff out.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that about? I haven't watched your stream yet.
Well, I ranted about Sony because fuck Sony. They won't give a refund for No Man's Sky after multiple people have gotten refunds, and people were like, "Oh, it's because you finished the game." No, we didn't finish the fucking game. Like, we didn't get that far, and the game kept
Why are
crashing.
you taking it back? Oh, it's just crashing.
The game kept crashing, and there was a lot of false advertisement about what was in the game. Like, features they said were going to be there are just not there.
Yeah.
Completely. And so it's like, I was sold on what was supposed to be in the game, and it's not
So
there.
is it true that they had a flooding in their office or something?
Did they?
I don't know. That's what I heard. Like they had a fantastic game, and then the whole fucking server room was flooded.
No. Not that I've heard of. But I do know that the participation of the entire audience dropped 90% in a week.
Right.
That all of the people playing it dropped off, except 10%.
No. I'm talking about before they released it.
Oh,
Like,
before
yeah.
I'd never heard about that.
Okay, it might be bullshit. I just heard it somewhere that they had a good game, and then apparently they had a flooding, and then they only had bad backups, and they've said fuck it, let's just release it or something. Could be
God.
could
Well,
be total bullshit.
that would make sense if that's what happened, because it looks like a shitty unfinished beta compared to what it was supposed to be.
Right.
So, that would make sense if that happened, but if that did happen, why wouldn't they just fucking tell, like, the consumers that, hey, we had something happen that was completely out of our control, our shit flooded, it destroyed stuff, we have to pretty much start over.
Yeah, I don't know.
It would have been better to just be upfront and just, here's this shit, let's hope no one notices,
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's the internet, of course.
Like I said, I
everyone's gonna
don't know
notice.
if that was true, but yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. Oh man, fuck. But yeah, so I ranted about Sony, and then I ranted about alternative medicine, because some dude was trying to get me to eat bee pollen, which bee pollen isn't even a thing.
For what?
Weight loss?
Pollen.
Sorry?
Yeah. Weight loss.
Oh, weight loss. All right.
Yeah.
Well, at least they weren't trying to sell you erection pills.
Oh no! It got better, because then I had put up a picture basically showing what my body is actually shaped like, because people are like, oh, where's your neck? I get it. Yeah, my neck is like non-existent, but it's because my back is so hunched from kyphosis, and so I put up a picture of that just to show, like, okay, this is why I look the way I do. I am legitimately deformed. I'm Quasimodo over here. I don't give a fuck. And so I put that up, and some dude was trying to get me to do Tai Chi.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't he? Okay, he didn't get it.
Well, no, because I was like, dude, I am in a wheelchair. He's like, I know, it'll help you walk again. I'm like, dude, I will bitch slap you.
What a moron.
And then telling me I need to get better doctors, and I'm like, I'm gonna stab you in the face, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah.
like you Twitter doctor person, you totally know. And I'm gonna go eat some bee pollen and do Tai Chi. Yeah.
Yeah, what's bee pollen? Isn't pollen the shit that flowers produce?
Yeah, bee pollen isn't a thing. It might be the pollen that like gets stuck to bees, maybe, but like
that must be a
make
bitch
their
to
own
harvest.
home. Right, like, oh, I gotta go brush some bees. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Shake down some fucking bees.
yeah,
What the fuck
it's
is
just,
that about?
I don't know. People are retarded. And then, like, my husband was having cluster headaches, which are just the worst thing in the world. And I was talking about it on Twitter because the most intensely painful headache that a person can experience. It's caused by nerve pain in your face. Like a cluster of nerves in your face that are basically firing off, and that's why it's called a cluster headache. And they happen, like, for weeks at a time, for hours at a time, and you get little breaks in between. And
What's the
so
difference between that and a migraine?
Migraines, you get one and it goes away. Like, basically these ones, you can set your watch by them. And, like, okay, it started, it's going to last, an hour, and then it'll break, and then you'll have 3 hours, and then another one will start again. And It's like clockwork. Shit. And so I was talking about it on Twitter because, when it's happening, there's nothing I can do. I cannot, I can't help him. There's literally nothing I can do. Ah, shit, I'm dropping things. And so, I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to bitch about it on Twitter because, what do? You got to vent somewhere. And some dude was like, oh, all he needs to do is switch to a paleo diet and have, 9 pH water.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
Yeah.
Well, I think 9 pH is pretty basic. Not healthy, bad for you. So I don't know.
What does it even mean?
Yeah.
you know, like a base versus an acid.
Yeah.
Well, the
7
9
as a minimum.
pH might be bizarre, but maybe switch. I don't know about your husband's situation, but sometimes blood sugar spikes and can help with pain. I know it does for me. So
Yeah.
if I sort of reduce carbs and sugars in my diet, I feel a lot better. In terms of the chronic, I get a chronic headache as well. Although it's mostly muscle tension because I seem to have some sort of incredibly tight knot in underneath one of my shoulder blades that never goes away. And if I strain my back, then I'm out. I can't. It's better now than it was. It used to be that I would be out for 3 days, but now it's more like 1 day. But I've noticed that trying to reduce how much my blood sugar spikes, or leveling off my blood sugar does help with pain. So there's that. The other stuff I don't know what. The
Yeah.
pH stuff.
All right, so let's table that for now. What else has happened this week that we need to discuss?
Well, I got some stuff I'll push in here. Right now, Brian on the Honey Badger Radio channel is talking with Elka. Elka is a young woman who's trying to get together or trying to figure out how to create a domestic violence shelter for men. No, that's not a really exciting topic, but it's something that. Sorry, it's like it's more like a, I guess, real world. I don't want to call it activism, but agitation. I don't know. But anyway, she's so we're having a fireside chat with her just to touch base, open the lines of contact, and see if there's anything we can do to help or to answer questions or get her resources, whatever. And so if you're interested in that topic, go to Honey Badger Radio and listen to Elka talk about her project, which is sort of related to.
So that's already been, or that's coming up?
Well, she doesn't one of the really big issues with dealing with men's issues is that there is no funding for it.
No. Is it ongoing right now?
Happening
Oh yeah,
right
it's
now,
ongoing
looks
right
like.
now.
Oh,
I'm shilling it because I'm worried that me being on here is not that the stream itself, but people are gonna be like, oh, Honey Badger Radio is on here. We don't have to, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's ongoing right now on the channel.
Okay.
And it's it's important to bring attention to this, and also the difficulties that Elka is facing, or is no doubt facing, trying to get this off the ground, because the next step would be to try to secure funding, which there is none. Which brings me to another thing that I've been working on, and Honey Badger Radio has been working on, which is starting a charity foundation to fund people who want to create services for men in crisis. So it's not creating those services, but getting together the funding to have those services before, so that people like Elka could appeal to something that already exists, and that takes off a huge amount of the pressure from them. Because if you think about it, these issues are not very interesting to people. They're not sexy. The media, it seems to be in an all-out war against recognizing that men do have issues. So when someone like Elka is proposing to create a domestic violence shelter for men, she's going to be under constant attack by the media. They'll do everything from just.
I don't know who this person is. Is she like some leader in the movement or what?
No, she's just someone who's trying to do something.
Okay, I've never heard of her before.
Yeah, no, the thing is that she is someone who's seriously trying to do something.
Okay.
And it's just like you say, oh, she's a leader in the movement. Well, no, because the difficulty of actually getting to the point of being able to do something is such. So that's what I'm talking about. I mean, she's going to have to deal with like the media being against her, either ignoring her or saying, oh, you're just one of those men's rights activists, you just hate women. Or and then combined with that, she's going to have to try to get funding for an idea or a issues that nobody really cares about and don't provide any benefit. Because taking care of women, everybody wants to do that. Everybody wants that feather in their cap and that moral authority from doing that. So it has an innate benefit for people to fund that stuff, whereas for men, not so much. So the idea of the charity foundation, Honey Badger House, is to get at least the funding in place, hopefully, so people like Elka have at least that off their shoulders. And then of course Honey Badger brigade tries to make it more easy, like in the media to present these issues and sort of get the flack off of people like Elka. So that's basically. I'm in a little bit in the weeds here, but that's what I wanted to. Go watch Elka. Go listen to what she has to say. It's important that we support people who want to do something in the real world.
Right.
And that's about it.
All right.
Sounds very worthy. I'll be watching that for sure.
Right. Yeah. So you were actually supposed to be on your channel right now. Then.
No, me and Brian are separate entities.
Yeah. You think?
Are you sure? I thought you were one homogenous badger blob.
Well, Brian can, he can do shows without me, and I can do shows without him. So it's not necessarily that I have to be on the channel. I'm just concerned that I'm dividing the honey badger audience by being on this channel. I don't want to be rude. That was my only concern. And I really want to see people like Elka get recognition, and maybe somebody's going to be listening and be able to give her some resources. I mean, from my own experience, a couple years ago, I reached out to one of the ents in the movement. I can't really say his name because he usually doesn't want to have it spread around.
One of the what in the movement?
Ents, like from the Lord of the Wind, the ent.
No.
The big tree guy.
Treebeard.
I don't watch Lord of the Rings. Still not fucking.
Okay, well. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, no, the Ents are basically like the elders. So I approached an elder from the men's rights movement about starting a men's helpline, and he just was like, this is a really, really hard thing to do. And it's like, well, when is it ever going to get to the point where it's not fucking hard to do this stuff? Anyway, and it's not until we fight to get into the real world and manage to get voices loud enough to drown out this media bullshit that anybody who even cares about men's rights issues or is a men's rights activist or a men's rights advocate is one of those awful people.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, it's the same thing that happened with Gamergate, except with ethics and journalism. But anyway, it is what it is. So
all right. So let's
you want to go back to a different topic? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not shill just 100% shilling right now.
So how about them titties?
Yeah. How about them tits? No, but
that's my go-to. It's all I have.
Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. What else has there been? What else do we need to talk about? Any interesting things happening right now?
Well, let's see. YouTube is imploding.
We've been talking. Yeah, we've talked about the events there with the demonetization and all that stuff. We've talked about the thing with mines.
Yeah.
We have. I think we've just about covered the weekly. The weekly.
Bearing, have you had to deal with the period man anymore?
No, I uploaded another video to Twitter the other day because I didn't want to fucking do another one on YouTube. I thought, no, I'm pushing the guy too far now. But he's a weird guy. He did another video where he talks about fucking weird sexuality shit. He's just back.
Well, what did he say this time?
Yeah, do it here if you're not going to do it on your channel. Shit.
He was talking about fucking. What was he talking? He's talking about like it's okay to go into porn if you want to. You can be a porn star and not. And then he's going, you never know. Maybe one day your mum will want to like make a porn movie or some crazy shit.
What?
It sounds bizarre what I'm saying, but
he can't fucking open his. He can't
Didn't-
open his mouth without something stupid coming out.
Didn't
And
he,
everything sounds creepy.
Stupid and seedy.
Yeah.
Didn't he have a weird fixation with his mom already? Like talking about, oh, my mom always talked about her periods and how it was a wonderful thing, and now he's talking about moms doing porn? What the fuck? Like,
Jesus Christ.
God.
Everything is just creepy with that guy. Everything.
Yeah, Oedipus complex much.
Yeah.
Shit.
And he keeps talking. He keeps bringing me back up in his videos, like going, I had a problem a few weeks back, but if you stand tall, you can.
He's desperate for your attention again.
Yeah, it must be, right?
I'm
It's
not
like,
a
yeah,
fuck-
I had a
oh,
little
fuck you,
problem with a
you're
guy
fuck-
named Bering. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's searching for attention from you because you drove traffic over to his channel. I did ask him, I left him a comment on one of his videos asking, hey, do you want me to, like, save you a pad? Well, too bad, because you're weird, and that's gross. Like, it's fucking gross, man. People are nasty, and I just don't get it.
Okay, who is this again? I apologize. I just...
I did
some-
a series of videos.
Yeah, who's going to explain?
Yeah, you explain.
Bearing.
You explain.
You bear.
No, you explain.
Oh, you want... Okay.
She said, I'll explain. Shut up.
Okay,
It's this guy that he loves to save his, or maybe it was just one girlfriend. He saved his girlfriend's tampons or pads or whatever.
period pad.
Yeah,
like,
for
used pad.
for a year and a half or whatever it was, because he's just so in love with the pad. It's just unbelievable.
Okay,
He just
it
goes
sounds like
on.
some sort
He
of
goes on
fucked up
talking
fetish.
about how he loves to fuck his girlfriend when she has her period.
And he goes down on his girlfriend when she has a period. He's just fucking.
And it's like there's just some things you probably shouldn't put up on the internet, asshole. Like,
He's probably getting off.
Or you shouldn't do. Full stop. Just don't do it. It's not.
I don't really
normal. You
care
shouldn't
what
be doing
people
it.
do. I don't care what people do in their bedroom. Just you might not want to put it up on the internet, though. You know what I mean?
He's probably enjoying like the attention and the disgust that he's getting here. It's probably
I
some
don't think
sort of bizarre fetish.
he looks like he's fucking. He looks like he's aged about 5 years in the last 2 weeks. But I mean, so I don't think he's taking it well. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
he looked
don't
just
know.
thinking-
I think he's
We-
honestly just that weird. To be honest with you.
I think you found a topic that's even more cringy than men's rights.
This is much more cool than men's
But
rights.
at least there's a Bearing movie attached to this thing, so we can all go watch that. Since we're
God.
shilling.
Yeah, it was definitely that was an entertaining little bout with that guy, and like my husband, who doesn't even like watch any of this stuff, like he's like, oh, that's your work, that's your people, whatever. I was watching the first one Bearing did on this guy, and my husband was cracking up because of the like the Dolmio grin thing.
Right.
And how you just kept going back to that commercial. It was fucking brilliant.
That was in Suit Yourself's video as well, right?
It was, yeah. It was.
Do you share your library of movies?
No, we don't share our library. We've got individual libraries.
Right.
No, we don't.
You're actually breaking up. You got some. Yeah. It's
Oh,
really-
I thought it was me.
No. It's crackling and shit.
Oh, I actually better head off soon. I've got to upload a video for a cunt.
Right.
So I might wrap up soon.
Yeah. We might think about if there's anything we want to say, and then.
That we
just head
haven't
off.
chilled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, no. Bearing, can I actually talk to you about the cartoon at some point?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I
Why don't you, once we finish this, why don't you give us about 20 minutes, and we'll have a chat on Skype, sorry.
Okay, sure, that'd be good. Sorry to interrupt your stream with that, Undoomed.
Yeah. No. Don't worry about it.
So Undoomed, are you gonna go put those 8 pages back in the woods and see if anyone gets them, and like kill them and stuff?
The what?
Oh my God, you guys are just missing the Slenderman jokes, and I'm sad. I'm fucking sad.
And the Ent jokes. Or not Ent, or Ent references, that's, although Undoomed
but Undoomed is Slenderman, so he should get his own jokes.
Yeah, but I didn't make the joke. Someone
No,
else did.
but it's a reference to what Slenderman does.
Yeah, but I don't think I heard what you said.
I said, are you gonna go put up the 8 pages and like kill some kids for taking them down?
Yeah, but haven't you read the news? They do this thing for me now.
Oh, right, the proxies. God, that was so fucking retarded.
I feel like an idiot on these streams. I don't even understand half of what's being said.
Yeah, but there
Slenderman,
was
it's a creepypasta.
Yeah, and there was this case recently where couple of girls went out and they killed someone and they blamed Slenderman.
They didn't actually kill her. They stabbed her like
Oh,
30 times, but the girl
right,
didn't
right.
die,
Right,
which
right.
is awesome. She lived,
Yeah.
but
Hardcore girl.
yeah,
Pretty stupid stuff though. Yeah.
yeah.
Blame Slenderman.
Oh, it was great though, because people like commenting on my local news Facebook, which they're always fucking retarded, but people were like, someone needs to find this Slender Man and stop him. I'm like, oh my god. My fucking
idiot.
god. Like, wow, you people are fucking retarded. So.
Yeah. All right. So should we just see if there was anything else you wanted to talk about and go?
That's me done. I think that's me all talked out tonight.
Well, yeah, and also breaking up like crazy.
Yeah, am I? Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry, I can't hear you, Bearing.
Yeah,
I can kind of understand him.
I think he
I
said
might
he's
edit that,
done.
and if anyone can understand me, it was lovely to catch up with all of you.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
All right.
lovely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
someone in the chat is asking who is the cripple girl. So I guess that's me.
Yeah.
Liberal
Well,
lunacy.
liberal
Yeah.
lunacy. You can
Yeah.
just type that into YouTube and you'll find her.
You'll
Ooh.
find me. You'll find me
Yeah.
there.
So, yeah, all right. So I think we'll just call it a night then. And thank you for joining me, and thank you to the chat and everyone who's listening and all that good stuff. So, see you next time.
Yeah. Thanks for